Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Cat! Got a cat. Ow! Tranquillo, a ribbon that helps its wearer remain calm and focused. Excellent.
Yeah, Eleanor needs that. I take a nap and everyone just up and vanishes. What could have happened?
What's the name of your settlement? Roanoke.
Uh-oh.
Onion Maniac.
Onion Maniac. Onion Maniac or whatever. Onion Maniacs?
Animaniacs.
Well, I thought it was Lanimaniacs.
Could be that too.
I've been watching too much of Lanny's streams.
What's
He beat Sifu, by the way.
Oh, nice. How do you enjoy it?
He loved it.
I mean, I can see why. It seems like a game that's right up his alley. He really likes those, like, skill set based games.
Yeah, and his entire comment about it was like, this is a game that is brutally difficult, and it is very simple in concept, and all it wants you to do is master its mechanics. It is a game that you can tell they based around the mechanics, and then they built a game around that. And I do like the death mechanic in that and the retry on it.
How does that work?
Each time you get knocked unconscious, your HP goes to 0, you age.
Ah, okay.
The more times you get dropped, the faster you age.
Ah.
So, like, if you die 3 times in a level, the first time you age 1 year, the second time you age 2 years, the next time you age 3 years.
Oh, geez.
There are things that can reset that, but if you build up a chain, yeah, you can end up winding up really old really fast. You can unlock abilities in the temporary for, like, I need this right now, but you have to learn it 5 times to master it, and once you've mastered it, you will always have it. And then there's certain upgrades that you can only get if you are a certain age or below. And yeah, but the nice thing is you can also go back, replay other levels, and get your age lower. I want to say one of the achievements is beat the entire game under the age of 25, which
Ooh.
means you die a maximum of 5 times, and that is it. And it's like, okay, well,
Gotcha.
that is definitely I have mastered this game.
Gotcha.
There's still a treasure chest in this area.
Probably ahead of us.
I don't know if it's beyond it. Yeah, I don't know if it's beyond us or not.
Is this a point where we should be devouring some food real quick?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is... Well, we can see Shigure right over there.
Cook and eat. Tail. Everyone's HP is under 45%, recovers 30% HP.
I mean, that is nice.
Which one was it? That was the one that we normally eat. Was it the albatross or was it the Salisbury? I kind of like this. This one's probably a little better, right?
Yeah, well, that's because admittedly, it's if everyone's HP is under that amount, but...
All right, what do you want? Who do you want to give it for?
We should actually check and see what type of damage Shigure causes.
All right.
Let me look that up real quick.
Okay.
Tales of Berseria. Now I just also have to find the first fight, not a later fight where he's got ramped up other abilities.
Oh yeah, because you would fight him multiple times.
Oh yeah, there's no way we're taking this guy down on the first time.
And technically this is the second time, but yeah.
That is a video. No, I don't want that.
What sites are you on, Thomas?
It took me to YouTube. Chill. That is completely wrong. That's not what I was asking for. Hey, there we go. First encounters with spoilers. Oh, never mind. They count the first one as his, What area are we in again?
We are in Port Cadnix.
I just gotta find a walkthrough. Okay.
What's happening? Expedition returned. Yay, 2 wins. The Barbados
Fun.
Archipelago, Barbados Slim. Exit result page.
This one actually doesn't give much information. Apparently, there is a achievement. Shigure's Mystic Art at the end of the battle will not count towards the Mystic Art trophy. To get it, you must have Shigure use his Mystic Art before knocking his health down. But they don't give any other information other than he's going to have some buddies and we need to take them down.
Gotcha.
So they don't say any particular one. I'd say Stun because Stun's an annoying one.
Gotcha. Barbados Archipelago. This is the homeland of a clan of warriors who obstinately refuse to use items in battle. Their fighting style is crude but overwhelming, and they are highly valued as mercenaries.
Show 'em how I free.
Ooh, and it's only a 25-minute timer this time.
Interesting.
Done. There we go.
Food's ready. It's nothing special.
All right, let's go. Let's go a murdering.
It's not like I like you or anything, Baba Baka.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
Hey, I told them.
I think there were 5.
3 that mattered.
How did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out for myself.
Yeah, they recommend going for the mooks first, obviously.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks.
I love how I don't have the actual weapons equipped that he specifically had a story beat for.
Business.
Yep.
Better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up. Don't play games with me.
Mac.
Bye! Ow! Ah! Oh no! I'm fucked.
Hey, we got him to use it.
Fuck him up!
Why is it not letting me use those? Ah, he did Soul Burst. And yeah, there he does this.
But I'm not done yet. You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir. Don't count me out. Just yet.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna show you!
Ooh!
Oh!
At that point, there really isn't a hand left.
Luckily for demons, they heal fast.
Now that was clever. Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up. If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed. I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose, No matter how many years it takes.
No matter how many of his heads I must forge into a blade.
I'm looking for. So vicious, it's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
One of only 3 legates.
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Dude, I'm...
Take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor? If not, make someone wear it.
I don't know, I don't think we have anyone that has arms that long.
Many thanks.
I'm sure we can find somebody.
We're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo? Yeah. We're headed for the Assault Archipelago in Southgand.
Ooh, 4 level ups.
Level
Nice.
up!
Numbing Glaciite provides the ability to trigger random paralysis-related skills.
Useful.
Break Soul, Static Force. Hold RT with 3 or more souls during Divide Pain to activate. This ability extends the duration of Divide Pain and for 4 seconds prevents status ailments on enemies from ending, increases enemy stagger time, and slows the speed at which enemies fall down, allowing the party to chain combos with arts that normally aren't able to chain together.
I believe
Hey.
that's on you. A
That's a-
virtuous spy.
That's a Loppy set thing.
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash, and could devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing, yet she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it, but I really am good at sewing. Maybe I should suggest mending her clothes rather than outright replacing them. On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorius would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean,
Are you that jealous of it?
constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. All right. If I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good. Just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
Let me find that other treasure chest that's missing.
Awesome. That was a very long-winded one. I was like, is this gonna end anytime soon?
Nope. We're going to continue talking about clothes now. This is now a clothes stream.
You defeated a Code Red, didn't you? Were you a savior of or an executioner? Ah, even the wind from the sea weeps. Ooh, thank you. 3 Code Red hunts in addition to overzealous spider. Wait, what? When did we kill a spider?
We can check.
So...
Yeah,
Oh,
remember
right,
that. It's been a
that
while.
one, that one, okay. And then the winged harbinger of death, Horus, kept fucking you over.
Yep.
And then the coming tendrils. Alright, awesome. I was like, wait, when did we kill a spider?
I don't remember killing a spider. Yeah, we fought Arachne all right.
Slash, thrust, pop, who wants to play a game? Not me.
Not at the moment.
Thank
Thank you.
Chest man, there you go.
It is. There she be.
Life bottles.
Treasure. Hey, we actually needed one.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman's stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah, sure.
Thought I was oblivious. I'm going to build a better life for myself. Just you wait and see, Madam Exorcist.
Yep, you keep following your dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
The port may have lost its bustle, but the craftsmanship here is as good as ever. Our swordsmiths are among the best you'll find. Don't say that to Rokuro. There might not be a lot of bright steel left, but the quality makes up for the lack of quantity.
Fair enough, good sir.
The Abbey says the dreaded swordbreaker is on the loose, but they've sent a legate after him.
Who knows what damage the Swordbreaker could have caused if we weren't warned in time. Thank goodness for the Abbey.
I was surprised at the sudden order to stay indoors, but Legate Shugure knows what he's doing. He took care of that swordbreaker demon once and for all. Thank goodness he's around.
Legate Shigure is the greatest swordsman in the world. No daemon would ever stand against him. The only wound he's ever suffered came from his pet cat scratching his chin.
That's funny.
I mean, that's the one joke that I thought was really funny from the Captain Marvel movie with Brie Larson. Is we find out how Nick Fury actually lost his eye.
Yep.
That was actually pretty funny.
The cat alien.
Yep.
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years, and still just a novice?
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith, especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's less ore around nowadays, and swords don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Cadnix weaponry has always been prized in Midgand. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
Excellent.
Fair.
Oh, there's more to talk about.
Forging equipment that can withstand an exorcist's power is no simple task. You have to enhance it again and again with the help of its owner in order to perfect it. You'll be needing to enhance your own equipment too. Yep.
Game hinting to us.
Hint, hint. Piles of bright steel and iron ore passed through this port in its glory days. But the mines of Brigid Ravine have since run dry. Now this is just an island on the southwest frontier. I guess if there's a boom, a bust isn't too far off.
Yep, sad but true.
Yep.
Alright.
Long ago, a swordsmith went into the mines in search of the purest bright steel. He died when a tunnel collapsed on him, but his soul wandered on, still searching. Sometimes you can still hear the sound of a hammer pounding on metal deep from underground.
I've heard that story before. It's a nice little local legend.
Shifty eye, shifty eye.
Got the journey. Nope, don't need it. Oh, actually, no. There's
we have to get that. Yep. Have to do it to get the scene. They love showing us his abs.
abs.
Did you need something?
No, not
Oh
at
my
all.
god, you can grind meat on those.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at Shigure. So I swung, and eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah.
Even if you did 1 swing a second, you couldn't do that many in 1 day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick?
Rokuro...
Even still, I know it would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with 1 sword or with 2.
And you keep doing it despite knowing it's pointless? That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is daft, as you put it. All I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
Ah, adulthood.
You need to go to bed. A lack of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
How
You
long?
know the funny thing?
How long would it take to do 10,000 swings a day?
I'm not sure, but the funny bit of that I was gonna say, you would have to do 8.64 swings a second to do 100,000 in a day.
Mm-hmm. That's kind
And
of
again,
scary.
that would be for every second of the day. So yes, Rokuro is correct. 10 swings a second would get him there. With about a couple... What would that be, like half a minute?
Eisen, I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it. We'll be on our guard too.
Careful, she has a
We don't need to worry about her. We don't have to worry about her doing anything funny. She has no sense of humor.
That's what I was going to say. But if the captain heard about us taking an exorcist along with us, he'd be thrilled. Now that's something you don't expect he'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that boat.
I don't just want this boat. I want all the boats. I want to have a fleet of boats.
Don't you want a fleet of ships? No, I want a fleet of boats. There's a difference. But why in blazes would it be Islegand? Ah, the skipper's curse, of course.
Not quite.
Sailing between continents. The continents are connected by sea routes. When you wish to travel to a different continent, talk to Benwick at the port side to ride the Van Eltia. Traveling in this manner doesn't cost gold, making it an excellent option for travel. Alright, to the Yesilt
Kind of.
docks.
Yep, it's going to force us to go this way, and it's going to, of course, throw some sort of thing in our face so that we can't.
City of the Southern Seas, an island floating in the balmy seas of Southgand. The year-round summer weather has given rise to a distinctive local culture. Let's go. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee.
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
You're one to talk, Benwick.
All right with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Ifried like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy beard.
Huh. A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Ifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's a kind man.
Well, would you say that the sea is kind?
It can be.
How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting. A lot.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he rages. He can be shallow, deep, even a whirlpool.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to serve him, but that air of mystery keeps us around and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Ifried is one hell of a guy.
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
Sir? What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including yourself, understand?
Sir, yes sir. All hands, assume emergency positions.
The crew's holding up well for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair Scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand. Like sand? Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge.
Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge. Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou?
Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end.
She's like, oh shit, I almost blew my cover.
Our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh? Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Now quit whining and get going.
Oh, not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse.
The Reaper's curse?
God damn it.
Back this way.
Oh, yeah, I think this is where we were at when I saw your save file. The first time.
Yep. When we were testing things.
Yeah. A grim day.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a
Wise.
minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town?
Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back soon. You all remain on the ship.
This side quest better lead to something good, otherwise I'm gonna be annoyed.
Some very fun stuff coming up.
Okay, good.
Salatoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
Alright.
So she says.
To map the world.
The map's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
For a demon, he's actually...
That Rokuro, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too? This is workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch trial and burn him at the stake.
You know, I noticed something. They like to show Rokuro's abs, and they really like to show Magulu's armpits.
You look like you've got
Yeah.
something on your mind.
They know their audience.
Figure out what Rokuro was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokuro threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido? Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff? Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man! I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magulu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him frightening.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right?
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything.
You brought it up.
Sure. Expedition time.
Yep.
Take a look at this.
Yay! Pirate flag hound hunters.
Looks real tasty.
Berserker's palmier. This treat made of pie crust looks plain but tastes groar. Nothing to get angry over. Okay.
Scout ship set.